Well, I've been had so much attention on the truck and other stuff lately that the Cadillac's been a little neglected. Kind of gotten really filthy from trips to the shop, and I still have not had a chance to clean it up. Really need to give the chrome a good going over. I've got some oxidation on there, but I think for today I wanted to concentrate on some interior stuff, little bits of dribs and drabs, things that kind of passed, got lost in the shuffle. As those know that we had the front seat redone. I have this dash cover that I painted to match, although it's not looking particularly great. Had the underdash painted, gosh, a couple of years ago now, and things like that. But a few things I mentioned, like I had this little cap here on the C-pillar, which I had painted, and that's the wrong color. So let's see about getting that fixed. And this one over here as well, that's the original. So let's get that fixed. Maybe a couple other things. Gosh, let's start with this. Why is that filthy? I have no idea. Well, let's get that taken care of. That's better. Look at this. I got a bunch more of this in the back seat. Did I have the window open or something? And why, if it was just getting rained on, would I have this whitish residue? I don't really know. But the one on the door came clean, so let's try this one. All right, there's a comparison of the two pieces. So the original one here, you can see that color. And the one over here, which I painted with just like some household paint. Not a good match at all. So this one I'm just going to sand up a bit. I think for such a small piece, I don't need to bother stripping and priming and all that stuff. It should be okay just on its own. This one, I will go ahead and take that layer of junk off there. Got our weather stripper, and we'll get that cleaned up. Okay, got these cleaned up here. Just sanded and stripped on the other one. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to bother with priming these. Probably just do a few light coats. Some of you may remember a few years back I got the correct matching paint for the interior. That was after the disaster of using household paint on that one. And Tuscan Turquoise is the exact name for that interior style. So let's get to it. All right, those are looking very nice, coated very well. I did 3 thin coats. Maybe I've seen a big splort come out. I forgot that even though I shook this up, it's a brand new can of paint. I should have tested it, but we'll let those dry, get some clear coat on them, and get them popped back into place. Well, we got that paint out. I wanted to address another thing, which is, you may remember I had the underdash repainted here for me. Did a nice job, except something I noticed, not until after it was done, is if you go way under here, there's this extra metal part. I think that's part of the heating system that they did not paint. I don't know why they just missed it or whatever, but I'm just going to give that a quick sand and spray just so it matches. All right, well, that was obviously just a very quick, sloppy spray job, but you can see some definite improvement along there. At least getting rid of those rust spots and stuff like that covered up. If you saw while I was in there, I said, hey, the steering column would look similar. So we went ahead and give that a quick spray. Granted, this is stuff that nobody will see who isn't got their head under the dash, probably doing electrical work or whatever, but it pleases me to know that it looks good. Again, while we're here, just kind of getting into fine details, but remember I had this steering wheel completely redone. Looks great. I do got one tiny crack right there, which we're just not going to worry about. Of course, the travails of this horn ring. Anyone who's dealt with the 59 Cadillacs knows the absolute insane price to get a reproduction horn ring. And I got mine. I had half. I bought another half. Had it welded together and refinished. It looks okay. It actually doesn't work because it's too thick with the welding to make contact. So looks good there, but the center cap here and everything is good. Did notice one thing is, you've got some icky old paint here on this inner spoke. So let's do something about that too while we're here. All right, we did go ahead and mask that off. Got a coat on there of Rust-Oleum. Let that set for a few hours. See what we got. All right, and there are those completed repainted C-pillar caps. See the color match is spot on. This one over here, looking real good. So I am getting pretty close to being done with the interior of the car. I can't think of too many of the things that I'm wanting to do. So you can see how that looks when you have both doors open. Just a little piece there, but having it scuffed up and old looking really kind of stood out. As I was doing this, I realized the next thing I probably need to do is this windlass, which is not plastic. That's actually metal that goes down there. It's looking pretty aged. I wonder if I can just get a little paintbrush, just take some of that paint from the can and just dab it over that and see if I can spruce that up. But I think that's going to be for another time. Alrighty, and there is our finished paint job on the steering wheel. So that's looking good. Gotta say, the interior on this car is looking pretty spiffy now. Like I say, a little odds and ends like that windlass to do, but other than that, she's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Thanks for watching.